So now let's move on to the next session on the theme of future growth strategies driven by CVCs, unlocking the potential of business collaboration. And this session is sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Corporation. So let's welcome our speakers onto the stage. Mr. Kazuki Sugiyama, Mitsubishi Electric Corporation General Manager, Open Innovation Department. Mr. Hayashi, Shohei, Global Ring Corporation Partner, Investment Group. And our moderator will be Mr. Kento Tokumaru, Mitsubishi Electric Corporation Investment Expert, Corporate Venturing and Investment. So now the stage is yours.
So, thank you very much for joining us today. We would like to start discussion with special guest, Mr. Hayashi from Global Brain, and Mr. Sugiyama from the head of the CVC team in Mitsubishi Electric. So, first of all, I would like to share the fact that the market in Japan, the VC market in Japan, is really unique because the main source of the risk capital for the VC market is from CVCs, large enterprises. So that's a very unique position. So unlike Europe or US market. So this session, we expect this session helps you to understand what CVC is doing, and hopefully we are working together in the future for you. So the first, I would like to turn over to the Sugiyama-san to make an introduction of yourself and the company, Mitsubishi Electric, overall Mitsubishi Electric, and the background we started, why we started ME Innovation Fund. So, over to you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Tokumaru-san. My name is Sugiyama, head of Open Innovation Department at Mitsubishi Electric. Since I joined Mitsubishi Electric, I spent many years for defense business of Mitsubishi Electric. I believe many of you are not familiar with defense business, but actually this business is very, very close to national security. So that's why this is categorized as an important business of Mitsubishi Electric. My main customer was the Ministry of Defense, so that's why we involved domestic business for a long time. So I was transferred to a global business more than 10 years ago. So at that time, I learned many things, such as the culture, customs, regulations in each country, because when we do a business in each country, we have to subject to each country's regulations. Then I was dispatched to Singapore as an expat about 3 years. I worked with the Japan government closely, such as the Embassy of Japan in each country. I promoted our services, products to each country with the Japan government. So now I assigned the current position. This is a totally different assignment. This is a challenge for me, to be honest. But I would like to contribute my resources to expand the business by boosting innovation, by investment through the CVC scheme. That's my background. Go on to the next page. Well, before going to the explanation, I will give you a short briefing of Mitsubishi Electric business area. As you can see, we are doing a wide variety of products line. Some of you have an image for Mitsubishi Electric, such as air conditioner or elevator. But to be honest, our main business is B2B business, to supporting and contributing infrastructure of society. Well, This 12 business unit has a strong capability and a technology, so that's why our operation is a kind of a vertical style. But now we are Mitsubishi Electric is watching next stage. We have to change our mind from the vertical to horizontal. It means we need to connect each different business units strongest techniques to happen a new business by happening innovation. That's the current trend of Mitsubishi Electric. Well, this slide shows explanation of activity in global. As you can see, we are not a domestic company. We are a global company. Our location is more than 100 in the global, and sales revenue is above 50% compared with the total amount of the Mitsubishi Electric revenue comes from the overseas. Such figures could be increasing in the future. It means Mitsubishi Electric is focusing on the global market. So that's why we are happy to have a dialogue with all stakeholders in the global. Okay, from now on, this is the main topic today, ME Innovation Fund's explanation. We established this fund in 2022 by collaborating with the global brain, Mr. Hayashi here, and total investment amount is 5 billion yen. Operation period is 10 years, so it means this fund is still active. Why we Mitsubishi Electric found this fund is because of the sense of the agency. To be honest, to survive next few decades, we have to change from the vertical style to horizontal style. And also, we have to happen the innovation. So that's why we have to change my mind. We have to stop do it by ourselves. In that case, what's needed? Need from the outsiders idea and the technologies. That's why we are eager to get information, technologies, ideas from the startups. Some startups has a sophisticated technology, cutting technology, and sometimes disruptive technologies. That brings us a good efficiency, I believe. So that's why we need a channel to contact directly to startups. That's why CVC scheme is needed for Mitsubishi Electric. And also, I want to say that as a manufacturer, we are not just investors. We value not only financial return, we value a strategy plan, strategy return as well. We have a R&D center and a business unit, as you can see. So that's why we always consider how synergy can get if we collaborate each startups. So that's why we value a POC for research after we invest. That's a highlighted point and the future of Mitsubishi Electric Innovation Fund. Okay, this page explanation about investment result. As you can see, we do not only invest in Japan market. We invested globally, such as the US, Israel, Singapore, and New Zealand. I'll give you two examples later in Japan case and the global case. But before that, Tokumaru-san, could you explain the details about each startups?
Yes, so I would like to share shortly about our investment results. So in total, we made investment 10 companies, as you see here. So one is a scatter fence, cyber security company based in Israel. It was a successful case of the exit, the first case of the exit. And the one that Singapore, Hydrolip is a water treatment company with innovation technologies. So we are collaborating with them to make a new way with a sustainable way of the water treatment with their good technologies. And the other one in Singapore, FTB Labs, we will talk about this later with case study. And Kyonasis in Japan, also we talk about later. And the Elephantech is a PCB board innovative manufacturer, so printed circuit board. So that's an innovative technology to manufacture the semiconductors, printed circuit board by additive approach. So in general, you are putting copper on the plate and remove the chemical, but you have a chemical waste. But these new technologies with additive approach, you don't have chemical waste at all. So that's innovative technologies by Elephantech. And Zeno Astronauts, it's based in New Zealand. It's a pioneer of the superconducting magnet, useful for space industries. So the world first pioneer who developed for space. So we are working with them to develop a new satellite system. And the Formic is a robotics as a service in the US. And the Hayden AI, it's a transportation technology, so detecting the illegal parking on the road by their sensors, cameras, put it on the taxis or buses or public services. And Pente Networks, it's local 5G technologies in the factory. And Celestial, it's also the space technologies for the unique solar panel manufacturer. So useful for the space. So that's our investment results as of now. But we are expanding this kind of the activities with startup. Okay, so the next, so I would like to turn over to Hayashi-san. So we are working, as Sugiyama-san explained, we have started as a joint venture with Global Brain, ME Innovation Fund. So we would like to learn from the Hayashi-san what we are doing together. So can you share with us?
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for having me here today. So at Global Brain, we have partnered with many large corporations on their CVC initiatives. But I have noticed that there are two things that make Mitsubishi Electric's approach is quite unique. The one is that one is that they are not afraid to make a lead investment. You know, a lot of time you see the CVC is just jumping in on a round where pure VC is already leading, but you know, they just jump in with a smaller, tiny amount of capital. But Mitsubishi Electric would step up and take the lead investment if they think it's going to be a big win in terms of both strategic and financial returns. And actually, one of our portfolio company called FTB, which we will talk about in a bit, is the perfect example of this lead investment. And we actually did another lead investment recently, which we cannot share yet, though. So yeah, that's the one thing. And the other thing is that how serious they are. I mean, to do the business together with startups. You know, again, so a lot of the time the CVC investments end up being, you know, just checking things out kind of things. So just information gathering without any concrete business collaboration. But Mitsubishi Electric are very committed to set very clear goal from day one. And their CVC team and folks in the relevant business units are super committed to make those goals happen, make those goals a reality. So yeah, that's a very fantastic point. And I've seen many real collaboration happening from our investment software, so which is fantastic. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, thank you for comment about Mitsubishi Electric activities. And let's go to the introduction, Hayashi-san, yourself.
Again, so my name is Shohei Hayashi from Global Brain. I joined Global Brain in 2018, and so it's been almost 7 years. So as a part of the investment team, I get to work on quite wide range of sectors, deals, and also I spend some time working with the value up team, where I'm involved in supporting the bunch of our portfolio companies. Yeah. And I, of course, enjoy working with Mitsubishi Electric team, because this CVC is quite unique, and I'm sure they are making very serious impact. So I'm also very excited to share our experience with you here or today. Yeah, thanks. Also, let me also tell you about Global Brain. This slide gives you an overview of the Global Brain. We are basically the largest venture capital firm in Japan by quite any metric, like let's say the AUM-wise, number of funds, and number of investments and the amount invested. So we are the largest venture capital firm in Japan. But I think there are two things that make us stand out. One is that we run lots of CVC. Of course, we run our flagship fund, but we also run the many CVCs with almost all kinds of sectors, across all sectors. Like, let's say, of course, in manufacturing sectors, Mitsubishi Electric, and other than Mitsubishi Electric, we have our CVC fund with, let's say, Kyocera, Shimazu Corporation, Canon Marketing Japan, and so on. And also for telecom, KDDI, for real estate, Mitsui Fudosan, and construction, Tokyo Construction, and so on. The list goes on. So that's the one thing. So we have lots of experience in CVC initiatives. The other thing is that we have an in-house supporting team dedicated to helping our portfolio company succeed, and in various areas like both strategy and operations of sales and marketing and product development and intellectual property, and almost all areas. So that's the second thing. So the size and ratio of supporting team is quite significant compared to the other venture capital firm globally. So I wanted to say we are a bit different from your typical VC, but we are pretty much focused on being right there on the front line, helping the very innovative startups and large corporations like Mitsubishi Electric create some serious impact. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe you are able to understand the Global Brain's position in the market. They're professional and good experience in the capital markets. So we cannot do it. We cannot do it alone. So their performance and their activities are leveraging our CVC's activities. So I would like to turn over to Sugiyama-san. Also, I would like to hear what's view on the Global Brain's activities so far.
Yes. As I mentioned, I assigned the current position last month, so I'm not familiar as a Global Brain, to be honest. So that's why I asked my staff about the Global Brain. I did a sort of a questionnaire, seriously. And the result was good, to be honest. So I heard their professional mind is helpful for always our activities, such as agile decision making sense of intuition. So those advice is always supportive for us. For example, when we do something that convince our management level, such advice is very helpful for us. And of course, they have quite amazing networking. If I something about startups to them, always they respond immediately. So that's why some staff believe their working style is 24/7. So anyway, the response is quite fast and super helpful. So I can say they are kind of an easy partner. It means like a trusted partner for Mitsubishi Electric.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, so you may be able to understand what we are doing together. And our partnership is not just a financial investment, but strategic investment. And actually, we are actively working with startups to co-create the new value in the next, to create a new world. So, okay, so let's go to the next actual case study. So the first case study, I would like to share our experience of the Qnasys, which is a quantum computing company based in Japan. And they have good technologies, and we are collaborating together. So I would like to have Sugiyama-san to share what we are doing with Qnasys and how to work with the global brain. So turn over to Sugiyama-san, please.
Okay, the Qnasys is a company to develop quantum computing software. I believe many of you have an image that quantum computing is complicated, difficult to understand. To be honest, myself is same, very hard to understand. But simply say that if you use quantum computing, you can solve the calculate complex issue much faster, more efficiency rather than existing computing system. If you use quantum computing, hardware is not enough. It doesn't work well. You have to understand how to use quantum computing clearly. It means you need a software, firmware, and algorithm of the quantum computing. I heard that Qnasys is good at such business field and technical field, especially material and chemical technologies in terms of the quantum computing. Well, actually, Mitsubishi Electric also tried to develop quantum computing by ourselves in the past, but it didn't work well. There are some reasons, but one of the reasons is we focusing on do it ourselves, as I mentioned. During that period, we met Qnasys. Due to less experience to collaborate the startups at that time, we didn't have a clear image to collaborate the Qnasys at that time. So that's why we just started to have a dialogue with them. We shared our technology each other, and we set ultimate goal. And ultimate goal at that time, such approach was good. After the set the ultimate goal, we were able to create a timeline how to proceed. So right now, we are considering to research to develop material quantum computing learning technology and also chemical technology as well. And luckily, we were able to release such a result at the international conference last year. So right now, we are going to the next stage. We are trying to research, what can I say, material developing in the manufacturing industry, and also connecting using AI technology to develop much sophisticated, much faster and nicer quantum computing. And also, as a manufacturer of Mitsubishi Electric, our ultimate goal is to release our products onto quantum computing technology on the public. So that's why we try to do commercialization in the market in the near future. Anyway, the quantum computing field is a challenging field for everybody. So that's why we have to establish a long-term relation. Qunasys is the best partner to establish such trusted relations.
Okay, thank you very much. So I would like to highlight what you mentioned. Actually, we are doing this very fundamental research. So it takes a long time to materialize, actually, to be in the real world. But we are working together, looking at the further down the road in the long-term plan. So, which means we are not looking at short term. We are looking at the long term to collaborate and make it happen. So based on the strong belief, the quantum world will be happening in the future. So thank you very much. So I would like to turn over to Hayashi-san about from the different aspects. So we are working together technically, but at the same time, we need to see the business viability, so to be sustainable. So we need to see both sides, so technology side and business side. So as a professional, Hayashi-san, Global Brain is giving us professional advice to see the business viability in the future. So Hayashi-san, can you advise, and how did you see the Qunasys business through the process of the investment decision?
Sure, thanks. Yeah, I don't even understand the quantum computing because, yeah, I'm not in charge of Qunasys. My colleague is working on the Qunasys project. But we started looking at them 3 years ago. And at the time, and I think it's still now, quantum computing is kind of maybe someday kind of thing. So lots of potential, but no one really knows how it would actually make money. But Qunasys was very different. So they are very realistic, and they are actually, I know, working on the how it works part of the quantum computing, so algorithms. And they were also tackling very realistic issues in existing industry, like material and chemical informatics kind of things. So, and also their management team is super sharp. They got both science and business sides. And also they are quite open to collaborating with external stakeholders, including large corporations like Mitsubishi Electric. So that was a big draw for us. So that's why we invested. We are sure that these guys are going somewhere. So yeah. And what really impressed me was that how Mitsubishi Electric team approached working with Qunasys team. Because you know, again, the quantum computing is kind of the brain melting complex area. So it's a very super advanced area, but they didn't say like, you know, hey, show me the magic kind of things. So they're more like, you know, let's figure this out together, or let's learn from each other, so kind of thing. So the Mitsubishi Electric research team are having a very super in-depth chat with Qunasys research team, and they actually co-work. So, yeah, so that made Qunasys feel like, you know, the Mitsubishi Electric is a real partner. It's not like a supplier and a customer relationship. So they are a real partner. And also, you know, the Mitsubishi Electric was very upfront about things like, as Sugiyama-san said, goal setting. Like in this case, we wanted to publish a joint research paper. And that kind of goal setting, and also our steps and milestones to get there. Also, even like how Mitsubishi Electric will chip in on research cost. So, and those kind of things, everything's on paper when we invested. So that also made Qunasys feel very safe. So sometimes the collaboration with large corporations going somewhere, so no one knows, but it was very good. And actually, they already achieved their first goal. They've already published a joint research paper, which is fantastic, and they are already started working on their second goal. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, thank you very much for your comments. So actually, Global Brain has a good portfolio of other quantum computing companies too. So they are actually professional in the quantum computing industries in the VC markets. So that's why through their experience, very, very happy to be evaluated our activities with Qunasys. So, okay, turn back to Sugiyama-san. So I would like to ask also Sugiyama-san from point of the view of the business viability, working together with Global Brain. So, so far, what's your view on the joint activities through this Qunasys business?
Yes. For the case study 1, Global Brain is also taking an important role because I heard that some of the staff of Global Brain, maybe Hayashi-san's colleague, has a background of quantum computing. And also amazing, they are having a network of a professor who has expertise of the quantum computing. So that's why their advice is super helpful for decide something inside the Mitsubishi Electric. And also, they totally understand our mind, our intention. So always support our activity, and that's why our engineer and the staff can concentrate our tasks such as a POC or co-research. Their support is very helpful for our activity.
Thank you very much. So let me summarize shortly. There are two key things what we talked about Qunasys business. So the one is we did intensive discussion with a paper and so looking at the long-term plan. So that's we sit down together with experts, with Qunasys team, Global Brain team, and Mitsubishi Electric team. So it may take time, but to realize and make it happen successfully, yeah, that intensive discussion is important. So we are still doing it on the way. And the second one is exploring the both sides, business aspects and the technology aspects. So we are not familiar with business aspects, so we are working together with business side, Global Brain, as a professional to see the business viability in the future. Okay, so, sorry, I forgot to change the slide, but anyway. So let's go to the next case, number 2. So FTB Labs, the company based in Singapore. And this is totally different from the Qunasys quantum computing, but FTB Labs service provider for the field service management. So we are working together with these startups. So can we turn over to Sugiyama-san? Can we walk us through with this case study and what we are doing with this company?
Okay, this case is an overseas case. The last one is a Japan case. This is an overseas case in Singapore. The FTB is a Singapore company producing field support management system, as Tokumaru-san mentioned. The product's name is a keg mill. This keg mill is to enhance operation efficiency and to boost productivity of the field management, such as construction, maintenance, logistics, and so on. Well, normally, you can please imagine the on-site situation is a very, very work location. There is a totally different condition in each on-site. So that's why It's tended to be analog, super behind the digitalization. However, keg mill is connect existing system easily, and this system can change from the analog to digital, and adding the automation technology on the systems. Then you can operate a centralization on each site. You can manage from the data center or the center console to manage the dispatching, the reporting, and execution, many things from the control center. This company, this product has two important features. One is good user interface. Good user interface means you can customize products depending on each customer's requirement. Easy to customize. The second one is a good API. If you install something, the new system, you must be pay much money as an installation cost or initial cost. However, thanks to a good API, you can save your money. So that's why their churn rate is quite low. Once you install a keg mill system, you must be satisfied their system. In fact, Mitsubishi Electric is satisfied their system. We installed their system in Singapore subsidiary. Such subsidiary is providing services, maintenance, repairing of elevator and escalator. We have also many on-site locations. According to test result as a POC, the keg mill outcome was super nice. We received a good efficiency of on-site working situation. So that's why now Mitsubishi Electric is considering to introducing much more products of keg mill to expanding our business in Asia, such as Vietnam. That's a background.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Study.
So, so some people are aware that it's still difficult to change the digitizing, the field service management, still manual, still person independent. But so we have a sense of the innovation. It might be happen in the near future with this technology. So that's why we made a decision to adapt their technologies and trying to expand their technologies in our factory in South Asia market. So, okay, so let's hand over to Hayashi-san. From the global brains perspective, so can your views on the business aspect, the potential of the FTB labs?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks. So FTB is basically going after big industry like elevator and medical equipment, and where the keeping things running smoothly is the key or crucial. And what made them special is that their product is really fit in the needs of workers. I mean, field service engineers in Southeast Asia. So these guys are always on the move. They're always in the field. So FTB built in the features like offline access and like easy maintenance planning tools, kind of that, something like that. And management team, so the product is great, and management team is also very strong. The CEO, Kevin Won, he's a decent guy. He has a tons of experience in these industries. So we are quite confident that this business would grow for sure. And also, for that, FTB, Mitsubishi Electric came in with very in-depth know-how in the industry, because the Mitsubishi Electric's elevator is quite significant size in not only in Japan but also in Southeast Asia. So they have a real insights. So, but they, just didn't just invest, but their field engineer also worked with FTB team and helped them help them develop a new product, actually. One example is that they teamed up to solve the issues in managing subcontractor of elevator maintenance with GPS tracking tools or something. Yeah, like I forgot the details, but yeah. But FTB was also very super fast on building the new product and adapting the needs of Mitsubishi Electric. But these two parties are actually one team, yeah, for that project. So that was fantastic. So, and actually, as Sugiyama-san said, we started from very small trial POC in Singapore, but now it's taking off across the region, across the group company, which is great. And also for FTB, before the partnership with Mitsubishi Electric, they just selling their product to SMB only, because their product is not good enough for large companies. But after the partnership with Mitsubishi Electric, that changed the things. So now their product jumped up in very high level in quality. So it's very good enough for a large company, and they have many large customers right now. But everything is started from the partnership with Mitsubishi Electric. So that's, yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I want to add one comment on the Hayashi-san's explanation. So the background we are together with FTB Labs is that thanks to the introduction of the global brain, actually. So we have started a discussion with the FTB Labs. And so honestly, there are many companies like FTB Labs. But so we don't know the difference between the others. But thanks to the Global Brains advice, so we successfully started the collaboration with the FTB Labs through the investment decision process of our study. So thank you very much. So let's turn back to the Sugiyama-san. So again, how we collaborate with Global Brain through this FTB's business, and what's your view on our activities so far?
Yes. Global Brain is a Japanese company, but they have a branch in Singapore. That's why they have a strong network in Singapore and also the Southeast Asia. So that's why their support is very helpful for us. And we did a POC, as I mentioned, with FTB Labs. They totally understood the POC is important process for Mitsubishi Electric. So they are corporate venture capital, but they don't just invest. They support after invest. So that's why, as I mentioned, the previous case, Qnasys case, we Mitsubishi Electric can concentrate our task thanks to the supporting Global Brain.
Thank you very much. So. Okay, so let me summarize this one. So only just 2 minutes remain, so just very shortly. So the working with the FTB is a very important, good example and insights for all over here. Maybe, so key initiatives, good understanding of the market, and joint commitment together is very important. So it might be the good example for you and collaborate with Mitsubishi Electric in the future. So finally, in this last minutes, I would like to introduce space and defense industries. The Sugiyama-san is from that department, so from Sugiyama-san, I would like to have him make introduction of this
Okay, so
area.
We don't have enough time, so that's why I just give a summary. To growing our business of Mitsubishi Electric, we selected some specific business field. One of the business field is the defense and the space. So luckily today we have our own booth of Mitsubishi Electric, and also we display the information about the defense and the space. I will skip the detail of the contents of the exhibition, but if you have a time, I really appreciate to stop by our booth. Tokumaru-san give a specific location you, and we are happy to have a chit-chat with all of you.
Thank you very much. So closing this session, before closing this session, I just want to introduce the location of the booth. So we are presenting the space and the industry business area in the booth. So our booth is located just behind the Mori building booth, just behind here. So please feel free to contact us. So two of us, we are in front of the booth in the afternoon. So we are happy to discuss further. And this is the closing remarks. So finally, we would like to have just one word from the two guests. So the first, can I have your word, Hayashi-san?
Yeah, thanks. So to be short, we've got lots of respect for approach of Mitsubishi Electric. So yeah, we are very excited to pushing this activity forward together with Mitsubishi Electric. Going forward. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Sugiyama-san.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. We want to create a win-win relation with all of you. We don't treat with startups as a subcontractor. We will treat a startup as an equal partner. Always open to discussion, any stakeholders. I am very excited to have a dialogue, all of you. Thank you.
So thank you very much. So let me close this session. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to all the panelists, our moderator. それでは皆様にはご起立をいただきましてご講談をいただきます。Let's send them with a big round of applause. Thank you so much.